You clicked on this video to learn how to make $100 easily by using one piece of wood and only 3 power tools. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So the 3 power tools that you need for this build is going to be a drill, a
DeWalt router,
and our wonderful miter saw. That's all you're going to need. Alright guys, so like I said, this is only going to take one board to do this to make $100. We got a little 1x2 piece right here I picked up from Lowe's for I believe like $2.77. So I mean, it's a steal. You're going to need some Gorilla Glue epoxy. It bonds wood and metal together. And then you're going to need some of these bad boys, some hardware, because we're going to be making some easy bottle openers. First thing we're going to have to do is take the router and round these edges. We will be rounding these edges with a 3/8 round over bit in our DeWalt router. Let's get to it. Alright guys, so now that we got our piece rounded over on the front, on both sides of it, we're going to flip our piece over so we can round this side of it. And we're going to get into it. Alright, so now that we're done with our router, we got everything nice and rounded, all edges. Now what you're going to want to do is take your tape measure, measure out whatever size you want them to be. I'm going to do 5.5 inches. Take your speed square, line that bad boy up, right there. Now, we're going to head to the miter saw. Alright guys, we got everything nice and ready on the miter saw. After you make that first cut, you're going to take this, press it up against your miter saw, get everything nice. Make sure you're flush on that back end there. And make you a little mark. Right there. And now, you're going to make all of your cuts, as many as you can get out of the board. Let's do it. Alright guys, so once you get all your pieces cut out, we were able to get 12 of them. Now for what we're going to do with these, we are going to burn them. We got our piece of wood right here that we're going to burn them on. And whenever you burn something, make sure you always got that fire extinguisher handy, because you may need it. You never know, so make sure you got it on you. Be prepared, stay strapped with the fire extinguisher. Let's get into burning them. Alright guys, so now after you get all of them painted, burned, whatever you want to do with them, if I wasn't making a video, I actually probably would have laser engraved something on. That's also another good idea if you got a laser engraver. But yeah, they all come out looking like this. Nice and burnt up. 12 of them. So, sorry for that loud noise. But now we're going to get out our hardware. I don't have enough to make all 12. Let's see how many we got. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But either way, what you want to do now, and I will put the link to where I got this. I got it off Amazon. I want to say it's like 15 bucks for like a box of 20. Something like that. It's not much. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get us a little piece of painter's tape. And we're going to measure on our drill bit how deep we need to go. Probably right there. Make sure you double check that. Yep, that looks perfect. So now that we got our measurement, what you're going to do is you're going to try to find center of these and go straight through the center. So what I personally like to do is, what I personally like to do is I like to take a punch and try to just look about what that center is. Make a nice mark. And once you get your mark, if you see it's a little off center, take your punch again and go right beside it. And just open it up there. There we go. And take your drill bit. Nice and slow. This isn't the hardest wood you're working with. Right there. So there's your mark. So we're going to go ahead and go through and do that exact process to every single one of them. Like I said, just take your punch, find middle. If you want to, measure out the middle, but like I said, these are just going to be sold for about $10, $15. You got 12 of them out of this. You get the gist, 120 materials. You're making 100 bucks. So we're going to go ahead and put the hole in all of them. We'll be right back with you. All right, guys. So now that we got all 12 of them holes ready in the middle, I'm going to show you the next step. So like I said, you want this epoxy clear set right here. It bonds metal and wood together. And what you're going to do with that, you're going to take it, put it on a piece of scrap or something, as much as you need. Probably fine for right now because it does dry pretty quick. Make sure you pull back on the syringe and put your lid on so it don't go bad. And you're going to mix. Alright, so once you get your epoxy all nice and mixed, this is how I like to do it. Take you a piece, glob it on there. Try to get on there the best you can all the way throughout. Lather it up. And then I also like to take some, put it on the stick like that. This is also a chicken skewer. So, you know, they come in handy for a lot of things. Put some in there, put some on your bolt. And just screw it on in. Right there. Boom, get it nice and tight. Square it up. Little rag. Wipe off that excess, save it, whatever you want to do. Sometimes I use the stick and save it. Wipe that off of there. And then you're done with your first one. So we're going to go ahead and do the rest of these, and we will be back with you. Alright guys, so we got all of ours put together, and after you do that, you want to wait a good 5 to 10 minutes so that epoxy go ahead and start curing, you know, let it start hardening up. And the next thing we're going to do is put some Howers on it. We're just going to go in with some cutting board oil. That's all we got right now. That's all we need. Just take that. go around whatever type of finish you got. And just go ahead and go around and finish them all up. There's one of them. Don't be afraid to get messy with it, it'll be alright. So I'm just going to rub off some of that char. Boom. So we're going to go ahead and do this to all 7 of the ones that we were able to make. Alright guys, so we just got done finishing rubbing it down, all of them. I'm about to go inside and wash my hands, but what you need to do is let these dry for about 10 minutes. Let that Howard soak into those bottle openers, and then we'll come back, do a finish wipe down, and they should be good to go. But try to keep them up straight like this to still let that epoxy cure at the same time. So we'll catch you in the next clip. Alright guys, so we got everything nice and wiped down here. So these are finished. But like I said, so since I didn't have enough inserts, I've been making these. They're just so easy and simple to make. So here's a bunch more of them. Right here. So all together, like I said, out of one piece, you're going to get 12 pieces. What I'm going to do and what I do is I'm going to be doing 1 for 15 and 2 for 20. So if you do it at that rate, like I said, you're going to be over $100. I think these right here, the different colored ones, are $30 or like $30 for 20 pieces, I believe it is, for 20 of the inserts. But if you go with like a plain color or something that's cheaper, so I mean, you can just look on Amazon and get whatever, but I will put the link of the exact ones that I got in the description if you want to check it out. But yeah, these are what they are. The epoxy on these are still drying a little bit, but these are fully done. As you can tell, they look real nice. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is, we have one in here that doesn't look the best. Let's see if I can find it. Where'd it go? We'll just take this one for example. You can tell right here we messed up. I didn't drill the hole deep enough. And we got some epoxy over the edge. So I want to do a little stress test on it. I did try to do a stress test before. The metal bends before the wood will break. We're going to see if that happens here. So I'm just going to grab it and try to twist. And that's as hard as I can right there. It won't twist. Now let me try to get a screwdriver, get a little bit of leverage. Not coming out of there. Maybe it's a little bit sturdier. Let's try prying up on it. I'm telling you, they're in there, y'all, and that's why you want to put that epoxy down in there. But yeah, I mean, it's solid. So shouldn't have any problem popping one open, whatever you want to use it for. So yeah, guys, this right here is how you do it. 1 board, 3 power tools, easy $100. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you're new here, make sure you smash that subscribe button, put on that post notification bell, and we're going to catch you in the next one. Peace. Got some cream soda here. Trying out the bottle opener.